Dan Joe.
And I'm Michael Stanley. Welcome to the Friday night edition of PM Magazine.
Tonight we learn about the Corporate Angel Network, a group that provides an unbelievable travel service for cancer patients and their families.
We'll find out what Americans think about the speed limit. Should it be raised, lowered, or stay the same?
Then we'll take a fantastic ride in the Goodyear blimp.
Join me at North Olmsted's bicentennial salute to our nation's Constitution.
And Paula Klein comes up with another set of silly pet tricks.
Tonight, we're at St. Vincent St. Mary's High School in Akron as we continue our salute to area high schools.
A little later on, we'll go inside and get a feel for the school spirit here.
Our first story is one that's full of spirit. This is a great story. Major corporations don't have a great track record when it comes to public service, but for the past 6 years, a group of corporate angels has flown to the aid of needy people.
These businesses are donating seats on their corporate planes to seriously ill patients, and they're really making a difference with their flights of mercy.
We found out Melissa's illness when she was 4 years old.
We were devastated. We didn't know what leukemia was at all.
When we found out that she had it, I just thought that it was that she'd die from it. There was no cure or anything. It was hell. I didn't want to mention the word leukemia.
But when Chet and Ann Stefanik of Chicopee, Massachusetts, learned their eldest child had leukemia, they also discovered that this
Pilot's license of her own. In fact, she got the original idea when she was sitting in her own private plane at the Westchester County Airport 6 years ago.
She noticed that
There are a few that are more fun.
recently Bob Lacey joined the captain aboard one of the Goodyear blimps to find out what it's like to pilot one of these oversized airships. Miles a day.
Yeah, but those day trips are killers because you see there is no kitchen on the blimp and no bathroom.
No bathroom.
You got it.
Oh, those are going to be long football games up in the blimp. Speaking of football, they've got great athletic programs here at St. Vincent St. Mary, the home of the Fighting Irish. They've won state championships in baseball, basketball, football, wrestling, and girls softball.
Yes, but they don't only have trophies for their athletics, Michael. They've got a showcase filled with trophies for their academic program as well. We're talking tops in debate, foreign language, science, the arts, you name it. These kids are winners.
Good school. Next up, we're going to find out what you think about the speed limit.
Akron St. Vincent St. Mary is a Catholic school, but it's open to students of all religious denominations. And there's a chapel here that's open all day for quiet reflection as well. They're involved in a special Christian service project in which every student must take part every year.
This is an amazing program. They have to do 24 hours of community service in such places as nursing homes and daycare centers and hospitals. One young lady even organized a bowling league for the handicapped and the mentally retarded. Now, right here you can see the number of hours they've done for this program since it started last year. 44,000 hours of Christian service. It's really something.
A nice group of kids.
Sure is.
Well, life in America is pretty fast-paced, as we know, but did you realize...
This is her story. Typecasting.
Don't tell them. There's actually a national movement afoot that's going to speed it up even more.
She's leading it. The speed limit right now is 55 miles an hour, which for her is like standing still. They want to move it up to at least 65 miles an hour. So we thought we'd ask you what you thought about it, because we certainly know what Jan thinks about it.
it's estimated that for every speeder caught, 22,000 get away, and fines for speeding vary widely from state to state. It's as high as $100 in Ohio and $72 in Pennsylvania, to $50 in California and Massachusetts, $45 in South Carolina, $28 in Kansas and New York, and then it drops as low as $5 in the flat, wide-open states of Nevada and Montana, where the offense is called wasting motor fuel. That's right, wasting motor fuel. Let's remember that
community. He helped them in their bicentennial celebration of our Constitution. In fact, he's up in a hot air balloon. Watch this. Him back down to earth. But if anything could do...
Spirit doesn't have to end on the playing field. If you keep it with you, it can do more than help win a game. It can help you save a life. So from our team to your team, don't drink and drive.
We're here in the journalism room at St. Vincent St. Mary High School to take a look at the award-winning student newspaper, Leprechaun Gold.
It's amazing. This staff is still hard at work, and it's the end of the school year. But all that hard work does pay off because they continuously win awards. Most recently, they took the prestigious Medalist Silver Crown Columbia Scholastic Press Association Award.
That's an award about this tall with a name that long, just to get it all in the front of it. Now, I was thinking about awards this morning before we left. Back in the offices at PM Magazine, I'm walking around, and Jan's working on a story, and Maureen, our producer, is working on a story. Everybody's working. And I go past Paula Klein's office, and I hear these strange noises. Have you heard those?
Yes, sir.
Animal sounds?
Yes, sir.
You know what that means?
Yes, sir.
Another edition of Silly Pet Tricks.
It's time now for Paula Klein's Silly Pet Trick. And your name is?
Cheryl Dixon.
And his name?
That's Starduster. We call him Dusty. He's an American Mustang.
Hi, Dusty. How are ya? He doesn't have much to say this morning. What type of tricks does Dusty do?
Well, I think Dusty would like to shake your hand.
Shake my hand. Okay, here we go. What do I have to do?
All right, let me back him up here. Stand. Okay, give her your hoof. Give her your hoof, Dusty.
Thank you, Dusty.
Stand on the other side.
All right. We're going to get this. Don't worry. Okay.
Give her a hoof. Give her a hoof. Give her a hoof.
Come on, Dusty. Whoa! Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Good job. What else does Dusty do?
Well, Dusty's real popular, so he likes to answer the phone.
He answers the phone. Okay, let's see this one. It was a wrong number. When he's not talking on the phone, he's taking his turn at the whip. But his favorite trick of all is playing his favorite sport, baseball. It's a hit. He could play for the Indians. Well, that's all the time we have. Thanks, pets. Let's give him a hand.
Look at this, Jones. Silly Pet Tricks. I mean, you gotta love them, right?
I know it's one of your favorite segments.
Don't tell Paula that, because she doesn't think, I told her I didn't like them, but I really do like them. Now look, if you have some silly pets out there, or some silly relatives that look like pets, and you want to be on the show, why don't you send us a letter to Paula Klein, Silly Pet Tricks, care of PM Magazine, 5800 South Marginal Road, Cleveland, Ohio, 44103, and if you impress us enough, we'll put you on the show.
We're
Stop
down here.
saying my name in
I'm
there.
sorry.
Don't
We're
like
down
that.
here in Akron, and there's always something going on, and this Sunday is no exception. Progress Through Preservation is holding their 4th annual house tour. Now, there'll be 8 homes on display for your viewing pleasure, gardens as well, Sunday from 1 through 5, including the old Marks Estate, which is now the mother house of Our Lady of the Elms. So come on down and enjoy a fine Sunday afternoon walk.
Right now, why don't you take a look at what's on next week's show?
Monday, we'll talk with Academy Award-winning actor Cliff Robertson to hear the inside story on how Hollywood blackballed him.
Tuesday, we'll meet director Brian De Palma for a behind-the-scenes look at his new movie, The Untouchables.
Wednesday, mini skirts are back. We'll take an in-depth look at fashion's latest turns.
Thursday, meet a man who was a double agent for the FBI and the KGB.
And Friday, we'll visit Kiwi country as we show you around New Zealand, which James Michener called the most beautiful place on earth.
We've had a great time here today at St. Vincent St. Mary's High School, and we'd like to thank them for their hospitality.
And don't forget on the corner.
Yep.
Have a great weekend.
This is Robin Swoboda. On the next North Coast, we'll examine the business of business, the fine art of franchise owning. Style reporter Margaret Wendt highlights the beauty of white lace fashions, and we'll take you on a walking tour of Murray Hill. Join Dave Buckle and me Saturday at 7 on TV8.